just got my visa approved. Yeah. And you know what? Not even a question. Not where I worked. Not my bank statements I came with. No single information. They just asked, what are you going to US to do? And I said, vacation. I'm like, okay. They looked at their system, approved. And they turned to my husband, approved. Hello. Guess what we have? Yes, you can guess it correctly. So, my US visa just arrived. I think about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, we just got our US visa back. And guess what? We went for our interview last week. That was last week Tuesday. So today is Tuesday, so exactly a week. It should have been delivered if not for the holidays. So because of the holidays, I think on Monday, yeah, that was why. We've gotten the notification since on Wednesday that it was going to be delivered today. Now, this is the steps. I went online to US Visa Portal and completed the application for the DS-160 form for myself and for my husband. Yes. And when completing the form, I think the form is actually very easy for someone to complete it. As you already know, I try to promote a do-it-yourself process here on my channel. So it is just your personal information, 1 or 2 records that you have. But should you have applied to US before? I think it is very important that you have your previous application information, so you don't need to misrepresent yourself. You know what I mean? You don't want to say you worked in XYZ before in your previous application, and in this application you are not working with ABC. Like, don't conflict yourselves because hey, they have this record. So I completed the form and I proceeded to booking an appointment. They also have another page for appointments. I proceeded to booking an appointment and pay for the money. So the money is in relation with the form, so to speak. The form is DS-160 and the amount per applicant is $160 US. And after I paid for myself and my husband, well, I also paid for courier services to deliver it to our house. And this is because the appointment we got was in Ottawa, and that was like 6 hours drive for me. So we left a day before our appointment to Ottawa, and we came back on the day of the appointment as well. So one of the things we did is we don't want to go back there to collect it, so we paid, I think, additional $45 each for the delivery of for the parcel delivery, so to speak. Yes. And prior to the appointment, we already know that the interview requires some form of document. So for our PR card was one of the key required documents, but we went with more than enough. We didn't want surprises. So I went with aside my PR card, I went with my employment letter, my husband's employment letter, our pay stubs, our joint bank statement, just to prove that hey, we have sufficient funds for the vacation we plan to go for. So, and you know the juiciest part is, as soon as we got to the interview, okay, I missed this. I actually made a mistake in my DS-160 form. In the section where they asked where I was born, instead of me putting Maiduguri, I put Hamilton, the city I lived. So the visa officer was like, hey Tinna, you said you live in Hamilton, but let me just help you to correct this. So he went to the system and corrected it, like, now you were born in Maiduguri. So he helped me to correct that part, and we went to another section where we were supposed to be interviewed properly. And we were asked, the only question we were asked was, what are you going to US to do? And we responded, vacation. I was like, oh, okay. No, prior to that, he asked, and what form of relationship do you have? Then we looked at ourselves and smiled. We were like, we're married. He was like, oh, one has to be very careful to ask these days. So like, oh, right, yeah, we know. So I said, what are you going to US to do? Then we said, we're for vacation. I was like, okay. And he looks at his system, pressed 1 or 2 things, and told me, oh, you are approved, Tinna. So we're like, hey, thank you. So he now jokingly told my husband, don't thank me yet, I've not done yours. We're like, we'll still thank you anyway. And he looked through the system as well and just told him we are approved. Like technically, I don't think we spent more than 2 to 5 minutes in this whole process, and he just told us that we are going to receive our passport, is going to be mailed to us, since he already sees it that we paid for courier services. And the juiciest part of this is the fact that no any other questions, all our documentation was not requested from us, though in the first instance they took our PR card, but the fact that they didn't even care less. There was no any questions about it, and they gave us a 10 years visa. Oh yeah, though we might not require this 10 years, if you know what I mean. We might not require this 10 years, but so without taking much of our time, let's unveil this. Okay, okay, this is for my husband, I think, and this is for me. Yeah. Okay, I just want to see how many years they give to me. I'm a proper Nigerian. So here's my green tally. Trust me, I had to travel down to Ottawa in November to renew my passport. I was telling myself, I can't stay without my passport. I don't want to hear that, there's something to be done in Nigeria and I don't have passport to get there. So I'm looking for my visa. Wow, I need to cover some places. So let me see first. How many years did they give me? This. Sorry, I'm looking for it. 10 years. 10 years. So the expiration is 2034. Like, okay, I'm happy. What do I need to cover before showing you guys? I don't know what I need to cover, but let me do this. I got 10 years, 10 years. Let me do this. I'll flash it. Don't pause it to see. Yes, but that's awesome. It feels good that being in Canada also gave me access to having things I would literally struggle to have before now. I've never had to put myself applying for US visa. I won't try that. I just feel I have to have a reason to be in the US for me to apply in the first place. I've been to Germany, and that was also because I was traveling for an official trip. Aside that, I think what I'm going to do these days is I'm just going to apply for visa randomly. Yeah, maybe I will get Schengen. I've had Schengen visa before, so I'll apply for one. Let's tour the world. Yeah, let's live in the now. Okay, this was so nice. Oh, nice. See, I don't know what to hide anyway, but if I might do this, I think one of the things that is striking for me is the fact that they put here Canadian permanent residents. So maybe that's why. Yeah, I've also seen online that as a permanent resident in Canada is equivalent to a green card holder in US. So I don't even know why we have to apply for a visa to go to US if we're equivalent and green card holder do not need visa to come to Canada. And you're giving us 10 years, knowing fully well that in 3 years we don't need this visa again. But hey, that's thoughtful of them. 10 years. I think I better start planning for that vacation. So I'm opening my husband's own. I didn't think of doing it for the children because hey, I can't spend that money. They won't need that in a short time. So same 10 years as well. I think everything is just the same. 10 years. I don't know what to show you, but this is my US visa. This is for my husband. 10 years. Okay. In summary, it is a do-it-yourself process. This is not a difficult process. I try to send out videos to encourage us that we can actually apply for these visas ourselves. However, you have to be very patient. You have to learn to read information, research. because these are all the information are online, and this is something that is doable. Aside the fact that I'm in Canada and there's an advantage that I'm a permanent resident to getting me the visa, but the whole process and application, it's something you should be able to do yourself. Yes, that's the process. In subsequent video, I might actually demonstrate the step-by-step procedure on how to complete your DS-160 form. So stay tuned as I share this detailed information with you. Thank you. Bye.